Stephanie Abrams here, dashing through the airport. I'm going on an adventure. I've got my backpack, I've got my laptop, I've got my traveling shoes on. Come along with me.
Well, look at this. If you're into winter sport, you like weather below freezing, and you like to be surrounded by lots and lots of snow, then why don't you head to where we live in the beautiful Berkshire Mountains of western Massachusetts, where you'll find lots of all of the above. But if you notice by the color I'm wearing, I kind of prefer Caribbean blue and milder temperatures, like you might even find at this time of year, and places a bit warmer, a bit sunnier, a bit milder, and snowless.
I've had enough of this. Let's go someplace warmer now. Well, here we are arriving at Curaçao International Airport. The nice thing is you notice those wagons are there for your luggage at no additional cost. So many airports charge you a fee. And we've been met by a wonderful person from the Curaçao Tourist Board. But even if you're not met in a VIP situation, you see the beautiful signage and everything about the airport that sets the tone for your grand welcome to Curaçao, including another gorgeous sunny day. We're driving through Willemstad, the capital city and UNESCO heritage site. Look at the buildings. They look like they come from a gelato stand or your boutique ice cream sorbet favorite shop. Powder blues, petal pinks, lemon yellows, mint greens, emerald greens, forest greens. Look how wonderful. And fabulous European architecture. That bridge, amazing bridge. It's on pontoons so that it slides open to allow boats to come through. But it's a pedestrian bridge, amazing. Look how you're surrounded by water everywhere. Well, we've arrived at Santa Barbara Plantation on our way to the Santa Barbara Beach and Golf Resort. There's the beachfront. It's endless, goes on forever. There's a gorgeous pool area as well. You see that mountain in the background? Reminds me of a mountain in Ireland called Ben Bulben. The accommodations are gorgeous. This is the lobby reception area, as much an outdoor as an indoor place. Isn't that beautiful? So welcoming. And one of the welcomes includes lemonade mixed with Curaçao liqueur. Note that the glass is not blue. It's a clear glass with the blue liquid here at the Curaçao distillery that was founded by the Seigneur family in the 1600s. And you can see on the shelf, you see the bottles with the blue liquid? You see this Mai Tai special, whatever, at $10? That's not 10 US dollars. That's 10 florins, the local Curaçao currency. And there are 2 florins to $1. So it's really $5. Cut all the local prices in half if you're paying in US currency. Well, we're going to go meet with our tour guide, Eli, so pay attention.
The Laraja is originally a Felicia Orange. There was always shipping on the sea with Felicia Orange because they need vitamin C. Otherwise, without vitamin C, they will get scurvy, get sick, and they can die. But when they got here on the island, they were saying, okay, what about we try to plant the oranges here? And when they did it, they even think about it, that the soil is too hard, too much sun, the minerals in the ground, they just stain the tree and we get this type of trees. Oranges, they never get orange color. We get green oranges, and the flavor is very, very bitter. Not sweet anymore, but bitter. But we like it here because from the peels, we're making the liqueur. We use sugar in our liqueur, we put the peels in it, we've used the cloves, and we use some cardamom. So we just show you the two spices, the two most important ones, but the other ones we will keep it secret. Those spices, we will add it in our gunny bags. It's those bags like this. It's like a tea bag. I call it the tea bag or gunny bags. We put the peels in it, we put the spices in it, and all of those, like 8 bags, they'll be hanging in the copper still, and they will be cooking with the alcohol in it to make our liqueur. Our copper still is from 1896. It's the heart of the factory, and it's still in use, still today. In our copper still, we're gonna add about 96% alcohol in it. And we're gonna be cooking for 3 days. And after the 3 days, with the bags in it, we will let them cool down. And then we will take the gunny bags outside. We will fill it up with water. And then we will heat it up again on 250 degrees. They will be cooking again. So the steam will go up, cool down, and the distillation will falling down in the barrel. Distillation, the strong flavor, what we need to make our liqueur that will be going to the mixer. Okay, so when we put the distillation in our copper still, we put the distillation in it, we put some water in it, we put some water and sugar. How about sugar? I will let that for you to know when you come here to visit us. I will tell you how much sugar we will use, but we need sugar. We need sugar. We need sugar to mix it.
So what is it that happens inside these? What are they made of? Stainless steel?
It's on stainless steel, yes.
Yes. And what is going on in there now?
Right now we put alcohol. No, we put the distillation in it. Distillation, alcohol, water, and sugar.
Okay, let's go down there and see what happens next.
Yeah.
What's the top one?
Orange, but that's a special edition, 80 proof of alcohol.
Look at the variety of colors and flavors, actually, that Curaçao comes in. But essentially, it is an orange-flavored liqueur. Tell us, Eli, about the blue as compared to some of the other colors.
All of those 4 colors or 5 colors, they all taste the same, but they just have different color. And people will say, okay, why the colors? Because if I'm giving you a cocktail like this,
it's not too exciting.
No, and I charge you like $12. I say, you're gonna say to me, maybe I'm crazy.
Looks like a glass of water.
Yes, maybe you can better give me a glass of water. So the family decided to make more colors, but all taste the same. And
but now there are new flavors of
yes, that's correct.
chocolate and
Coffee.
rum raisin and coffee.
That's correct.
That's very exciting.
We have chocolate flavor, delicious.
Is that this?
Yes, that one. We have the tamarind flavor, super delicious also. We have the coffee flavor, and we have the rum and raisin.
What was this one?
Tamarind. Tamarind is the fruit.
Tamarind.
Tamarind.
Back to the tamarind seed.
So for the bakers, like me, I'm so sorry, chocolate cake, chocolate liqueur in it.
Add some to your chocolate cake.
It will be
wow,
delicious.
Dynamite.
And whipping on it. Or for the winter time, you put some hot chocolate, you do 1 shot in your hot chocolate, whipping on it. In the winter time, you will always remember Curaçao.
Now that's a good one. Hot chocolate, a shot of chocolate Curaçao, whipped cream on top, put some chocolate shavings and maybe a little cinnamon. Mwah. There is still a very strong Jewish community here in Curaçao, and apparently the first Jewish person to step foot off a Dutch ship when the Dutch took control of Curaçao from Spain happened in 1634. And his name was Samuel Cohen. He arrived from Amsterdam. They established a synagogue here, and a seigneur family settled here in Curaçao, and it was important that there was a strong Jewish community and that whatever they were producing was kosher. And so following stringent testing of all of the raw materials, used, including the alcohol, the kosher certification was granted. What a wonderful connection to Curaçao. What can you share with us about this?
Okay,
Ellen?
maybe it's nice to tell because this is one of the oldest synagogue we have here in the whole Caribbean, and they built it actually with sand in it. The two reasons what I know is they build it with sand in it is because when they want to go to pray, so nobody can hear them, the steps going in the synagogue. And also another reason is they let them remember those days they was walking in the desert. That's why also this is built with sand in it.
There's a synagogue in St. Thomas in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the floor inside the synagogue there as well is sand.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Here as well. And this one is, and I think this one is one of the oldest synagogue we have.
In the Western Hemisphere, yeah.
The history of many of the people was that they went from the Crusades in Turkey, they ran to Spain, and from the Spanish Inquisition they went to Portugal, and from Portugal they went to Curaçao. It is not the oldest Jewish cemetery in Curaçao, but it is the easiest one to get to. You'll find names that sound very Spanish, the name Cohen or Shapiro, and so you will find a long history of people coming and marring the cemetery. So they made every effort to whitewash the cemetery from anything that had a Jewish symbolic presence. But we're going to go on from there, cook with the chef at the Santa Barbara Beach and Golf Resort right after this, so stay with me. The Santa Barbara Beach and Golf Resort, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And we are standing at this moment in the beach area, and you can get a glimpse of accommodations. Clearly, Rob de Bekker is one of those GMs that needs to be placed in the Smithsonian as an example of excellence in hotel management. And it is such a well-run place. My experience is it starts at the top. What a wonderful staff. This is the pool area, and next to the pool area is Splash. You can see we've gotten there early. Take a look at this menu. Does it look a little expensive? You have to be careful when you're in Curaçao. In general, take the price and cut it in half. We're going to take a little break here with Chef Heinrich Hortencia before we meet him down here at this pavilion right by the sea. A great place for a private dinner, a cocktail reception. Imagine the wedding couple getting married there and the guests sitting all around. And it's the perfect place for us to do a wonderful cooking demonstration. Ooh, look what's going by. How distracting is that? You gotta love it when people know how to live. That was a lovely boat, a fishing boat clearly. So let's start our cooking with the chef. I am so happy to be at the Santa Barbara, I'm going to read it from Chef's Jacket, the Santa Barbara Beach and Golf Resort in Curaçao. And I'm reading it because there's a lot to say there, isn't there? But it tells you the whole story, and this is Chef Heinrich Hortencia.
Yes.
It's melodic, we can dance to that.
You can dance to that.
Yes. So we'll just add a little music and a Congo or something, and we're good. So we're going to be cooking here today for you because look at the setting, first of all. Isn't this gorgeous? You're going to learn more about this hotel, but we're going to fit that in between a cooking demonstration that I'm promised I get to help in. So, Chef Heinrich, let's begin. What are we making?
Nice. First of all, Stephanie, welcome.
Thank
welcome
you very
to
much. You can shake my mitten here. Yes.
Welcome to Curaçao. Welcome to Santa Barbara. And today we're going to make a nice local fish stew.
Fish stew. This is good.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
Nice.
Am I in your way? Should we?
You can stand
we
this
can,
way.
we can dance and change places. Okay.
We have some. We have here a nice red snapper.
Hello, red snapper. It's very nice to meet you.
And also we have here a nice rock lobster tail.
We have some friends who have come to visit. We're going to tell them to move.
We have some shrimps, some calamari, some scallop, some green mussels.
Look at these mussels. They're gorgeous.
Some nice green mussel.
Is that plantain?
Some plantains. Boiled potato. We have some sweet potato. Local pumpkin. Some red potatoes. Some
Celery?
celery. Cilantro. And some basil. And we have here, if you want something spicy, we have some local spice. Madame
Yes.
Jeanette. They're really, really hot.
Oh, good.
That's some
I'll
fish.
look out for those.
We have some nice fish stock and tomato juice.
Now, where do we
So,
get the fish stock from?
From fish, from the bones from the red snapper, we make the fish stock.
Okay.
Yes. We need some chopped onions.
Onions. I bet I can identify an onion. Let me see.
You can
The white,
choose.
red?
Which one you want?
We'll take the white one.
Which one? We need some onions and we need some bell peppers. Yes.
Red only? You want another color?
Red is good.
Okay.
And one tomato.
One tomato coming up.
Yes. Nice.
And now what do we do?
If you can cut a tomato for me in wedges, like in
Wedges.
eight pieces.
Okay. From a 1950s TV show called I Married Joan, when she decides she's a chef and gets a job by lying. And the French chef says, prepare the pomme de terre. And he hands her a potato, and so here I go. Prepare the pomme de terre. Ta-ta-ta. Prepare the... No, it's the tomate. It's not a pomme de terre. Okay. Do I have to cut this little doodad out of here? Would that make you happier?
If you want.
If you were doing it, would you cut this out?
Sometimes I like it, sometimes not.
Oh,
But it
all
depends.
right. So I'm taking it out. Goodbye, you.
Goodbye.
I put it in here.
Yep.
There, so we keep it nice and neat.
Yep. Put a tomato Sirena for me.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And now we're gonna some onions.
Oh,
So,
now the
only
trick.
half an onion is.
You want
is
it in
nice.
half? Yeah, the
Yes.
trick to cutting onions, let me move aside a little bit, is keep your mouth shut. As soon as you open your mouth and say something or take a breath through your mouth, you're finished.
Finish. There's a lot of nice stories about onions and so. I remember when you are intern and you start with crying with it, and the rest of the cooks tell you need to put a bucket of water and stand in it, and you don't cry. And you're new in the kitchen.
And you don't know any better.
Take a bucket.
Mean people. Oh, just keep your mouth shut. Yeah.
Okay, just slices, thin slices.
How many slices?
No,
Slice
the
up
whole
the whole
one.
thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or thinner or better.
The trick is, yeah, but I'm nervous. I'm going to cut my fingers off here. This is a very serious knife you've given me.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. The onions here back. Slice it.
There we go.
Nice. And now, like a half of
We're going to slice it, are we?
yes.
Okay. Prepare the pomme de terre.
Yeah. Nice. You know, like cooking, which is from your heart, eh? Sometimes
Yeah.
which not to be like perfect, but if it is nice, cut it like you like it, it's gonna magic.
You ever watch movies about cooking?
Yeah,
I'm afraid to cut that, but I'm take my fingers right off.
I'm gonna cut it for you.
Oh, show off.
Nice. This one go also here, and now we are ready.
Okay, what do we do?
Now,
So we got a pepper, an onion, and a potato.
and a potato.
All right, that's easy.
Pepper, onions,
Not a
and
potato, a tomato.
Tomato.
I'm stuck in prepare the
Yep.
pomme de terre.
we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil. In
From
the
what
pan.
country does your olive oil come?
Spain.
Okay.
Spain. Now we're gonna put a little bit of garlic.
We got garlic in the olive oil. And it's minced garlic, people.
So nice and chop.
You can take a shortcut and buy it in a jar. Shh, I didn't say that.
And now we can.
What is this? It's like tomato soup.
Tomato juice.
Tomato juice. Yum.
Nice. Then we put a little bit of wine, white wine.
Any particular white wine?
No, what you
Whatever you got left over from the night before?
Yes, of like the wine that you're gonna eat with it. Just a little bit in it. Nice. We have the olive oil.
Olive
little bit of
oil.
olive oil,
Minced garlic.
garlic, and the tomato
and the
juice.
Tomato juice
and
simmering.
And then
Bubble, bubble.
we're gonna add the fish stock.
Fish stock. Okay.
Nice. One thing is, we call it a fish stew, but it is between a soup and a stew.
Got it. What are we putting in there next?
And then we're gonna add
Let that come to a bubble?
A bubble, a little bit, and then we're gonna add the fish and some of the veggies, like the potato. I pre-cook it already. Does not take
so is
too
it
much time.
soft or it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, it is soft?
It's soft already.
Okay.
Also the plantain, I cook it already.
I love those little red
Yeah.
potatoes. They're yummy.
We're gonna put the fish.
Okay, you were surrounded by water here in Curaçao, so I know where the fish is coming
Yep.
from. But where are all the vegetables and all the other sourcing of food coming from?
Here on the island, you have some farmers. They farm some vegetables, like the sweet potato
Yeah.
and pumpkin, also from here, and the cilantro and basil. But also we import a lot of things also from outside, like the normal potatoes.
It's coming from where?
It's coming from South America,
Okay,
also from Europe, and also for the United States.
okay. Oh, we're very happy to hear that. Thank you for your business.
Now we add a little bit of salt.
Okay, so you use sea salt?
Yeah, I have a kosher salt. I have now. Yeah.
Kosher salt.
Yeah.
Well, it's coarse.
Yeah. With the pepper.
What kind of pepper?
Gewoon ground black pepper.
Ground black pepper.
Ground black pepper.
Okay.
And now you can add the potatoes from here in.
We just put the whole thing in or we slice it?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Okay. Come here, potatoes. Don't want it to splash. Am I putting all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Also the plantain.
Plantain. Okay, they're nice thick slices. Look at this. You see that? Nice thick slices. So, okay. You know, when I came by the table and these were being put out, as soon as this came out, I could smell the fragrance of it. It's beautiful. Two down.
And now the sweet potato and the pumpkin also.
The sweet potato. Okay. Now, what kind of pumpkin do you use? Do you know?
A local pumpkin. The pumpkin, and then after the pumpkin, we can add the peppers and the.
Now?
Yeah, add it in.
While I put in the peppers, let's have a little look around the property, take a little break, and we'll be right back so you can see what's happening. Oh, it's starting to smell wonderful already. Garlic and onions every time I'll do it. Well, it's wonderful to have an opportunity to take a breather from our cooking. And I have to tell you, with the wonderful ocean breeze, you don't even feel the heat of cooking that you would if you were in a kitchen that wasn't air conditioned. Look at this place, isn't it grand? I want you to stay with me while that fish stew simmers, and we'll be right back at the wonderful Santa Barbara Beach and Golf Resort. This is Stephanie Abrams in Curaçao. People, that's actually me turning blue in the cold north winds
In the beautiful Berkshire Mountains of western Massachusetts. So let me take you off
to the Caribbean Sea and the beautiful aqua waters and all of the beautiful pastel colored buildings that are reminiscent of the architecture you'd find in the Netherlands. And let's take a drive through the city, past all these gorgeous houses. Wow. We're on our way back to the Santa Barbara Beach and Golf Resort to go cooking with the chef. Let's do that now. It's celery time. And I'm here, if you're just joining us now, with Executive Chef Heinrich Hortencia, who is in charge of all things important related to food here at the Santa Barbara Beach and Golf Resort. And you've had a bit of time to have a quick look around. We're making a fish stew.
Yeah.
And now we're going to put in the celery.
Okay, this looks like about, I don't know, maybe that much celery sliced up?
Yeah,
It
well,
wasn't
just
a
one,
lot.
one steak.
One long stalk?
One long
stalk. In. Okay, now what?
Now it's gonna be one of the funny parts, because like the rest of the food that cook really, really fast, really quick.
Right.
Now we're gonna taste it.
Okay.
We're gonna taste it, check it a little bit.
It's too hot for me.
So-
Let me just stir around a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely. Oh,
Just a little bit.
we also put a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of, you can use sea salt,
Sea salt.
but in a pinch, kosher salt. Same stuff.
Good stuff.
It's coarse salt. Yeah.
And the pumpkin we can add.
Yeah.
You like it spicy or not spicy?
A little spicy.
Just a little
Not the
spicy.
kind of spicy that makes you perspire and your hair stands up.
Okay.
Not that kind of spicy.
I'm gonna put this.
Okay, now what kind of chili pepper is that?
It's a Madame Chanette.
Madame Chanette.
That's in the Caribbean. We have that a lot. I don't gonna.
I'm not going near that one.
I'm just gonna put it like this, in.
You're
and we're
going to dip
open
it?
just like that.
Oh.
And all the aroma and the flavors
Okay.
come with it.
So it's going to...
It's not gonna be spicy, but you can feel
Oh, okay.
like the freshness in it.
Okay.
Okay, nice. It's nice bubble. Now we can add the lobster tail.
You put it shell and all.
Yep.
The shell is beautiful. Don't wait 1 second. Look at this. First of all, look at the tail of the lobster tail. By the way, for all of you who think this is the tail of a lobster, no. This is actually the abdomen of a crayfish. But if they marketed it on a menu as a wonderful course of abdomen of crayfish, would you order it? So somebody gave it the name lobster tail. And it has the same consistency as lobster. It also has the same consistency of mudfish. You know, it's that nice, dense kind of texture to it. Look at this beautiful shell. Isn't that lovely? You're so pretty. I hate to do this to you, but you were dead when I got here, so
Yep.
it's okay. We have a yacht announcing itself coming into this marina or leaving, one or the other.
Yeah, you want to have dinner, I think.
You think they smell it over there?
I think they smell it. They smell
There we have it. We have fans already in the Stephanie and Heinrich cooking fan club.
Fan club.
Marvelous. Look at this. Oh, some people know how to live, my friends. They
Nice.
know how. Look at that.
Nice. Now we add the shrimps, and the scallops we can add to.
Okay, so the shrimps go next.
Scallops.
All right, now they
Also-
just have the little tail. Let me grab one.
Yeah.
Here. They've been shelled, they've been deveined. My mother would be so happy. She hated when they didn't, you know, you've got to slit the back on the shrimp and then you take the spine out. And in a lot of places they don't do that. It won't kill you if you eat it, but there's nothing pleasant about it. So you split the back, take the spine out, and then take the shell off and just leave the tail. So we've got the tail. That makes it nice because it comes a handle for putting the shrimp in. And now we have mussels. Look at these mussels. Look at the size of these shells. It's hard to see them on my black glove.
Yes.
I know you need to help because otherwise everything will be cooked and these won't be in there, right?
I just want to put them upside down, like
Oh, upside
Yeah,
down. I'm doing this backwards.
Yes.
Yeah, I need instruction, clearly.
that they can cook nice.
Oh, they're beautiful.
It's look like a paella, but
It does, doesn't it?
without
but with the sauce
right.
and without the rice.
Yeah.
Right.
And the scallops and the
Oh, this should have gone here. Oh, the scallops.
scallops.
I told you, hockey puck, soccer ball, I need instruction. So, these are lovely. See them? So this is just fresh from the fish people.
Yes.
This is, you didn't do anything with them. Because the shrimp look like they have been steamed or something because they're pink, because normally they're gray.
Yeah.
So you steam them first?
No.
No?
It's like
They came pink.
They came pink. Like that.
Huh. Because my experience has been that they are,
But sometimes
in the cooking process, they become
But
pink.
sometimes you have like shrimps. It depends on what they eat.
But the shrimps eat.
What the shrimps eat.
So
then
if they have,
you have like gray
if they
and then they turn.
If they have beet salad, they're going to turn pink. I get it. I get it. I understand.
The calamaris.
Calamaris.
We're almost done.
Calamaris. You notice my glasses are sliding down my face. Do you know why? I can't find my normal glasses, which, by the way, turn dark when it's sunny. They disappeared. They're somewhere in my house. Can't find them. So this is a backup pair, and they're busy sliding around, so forgive me.
Now, what you see? Everything is nice bubbling.
So how do you know when things like the scallops, the shrimp, the calamari, the lobster tail is finished cooking?
Like the shrimps cook really easy, just a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
The scallop also and the calamari also. Like the lobster is almost ready. I think everything is ready to serve.
And this is a great dish for a hot day when you don't want to heat up your kitchen.
Yep.
This is don't steam up the kitchen, one pan.
One pan.
Just have all the ingredients,
all
people.
Ingredients.
You can't stop in the middle to run out and store. Most important thing, preparation and planning.
And now I'm gonna add a little bit of basil.
Basil.
I don't chop the basil. I just with the hand. I just pluck it a little bit.
Do you ever cook with bay leaf?
Yes. Some recipes we put bay leaf in it.
And Old Bay seasoning.
Old Bay seasoning.
If you're gonna make seafood, you need Old Bay seasoning.
Add a little bit of sea salt to it, because we add.
I wanted to.
Oh. And a little bit pepper.
Because this is a skill I'm good at. Isn't that lovely? And you can see, I'm hoping you can see that it's being picked up on the video, how thick and coarse the salt is. And what makes that good is when you use that on any kind of food, it doesn't dry out the food. Like if you put it on beef or something that was going to cook.
Okay, we're going to taste it again.
Aha.
Just let me.
It's tasting time at the Curaao. Only we're not inviting any horses to come and taste. It's hot, I can tell you that. I could make a dinner on the broth and a baguette.
yeah. I think just a little bit of salt, honey. Just a little bit.
You see, and if my grandmother were here, she would be adding pepper and adding pepper. And then she'd taste again and say, needs a little pepper. And then you'd sit down to dine, and your body would break out in a sweat, and your hair would stand up on your head from the spiciness of the stew or the soup she made, and she would taste it and said, will somebody pass me the pepper, please?
Hier is ook Curaçao, a lot of people eat also hot food. They like hot.
Yeah.
So like in this weather, if you eat hot food, that's really good for you. That open emporium and.
Oh, sure, and then you cool off. The breeze comes through, and that's natural air conditioning.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break.
We're gonna
and take a little look around town, and when we come back, we're going to go to the next step. We're getting close to eating it, by the way.
Yeah.
This could be good.
Oh, Willemstad, the capital city of Curaçao. You will find, look at this building and this painting. This is one of the most famous of the painted buildings in Curaçao, but there is building art all over the island done by so many different artists, and some of the finest examples were done by a local resident named Francis Sling, and what a talented gentleman. Remarkable, isn't it? Brings the place to life in the most wonderful way. This is Sirena, Israel. She has a gallery that she makes these dolls called Chi-Chi dolls. And if you look at the dolls, they are the best souvenir to take home the architecture and the culture of Curaçao. So you can see how the buildings match up with her art. Fabulous stuff. So let's go out for the evening to a place that's literally on the beach. This is Zest. Plan to make an evening of it because nobody is in a rush. The food in Zest was excellent. The atmosphere is wonderful. This is just a great place to be in Curaçao. You can walk around the boardwalk. You can sit under these umbrellas and have a drink. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to continue cooking. Let's step through this rustic gate and go back in time. I'm delighted to be talking with Jean Enriquez, who is the curator in Curaçao at the Museo Cas de PalI Maishi, which means Museum of the House of Cornstalks. So tell us about this museum house. When was this house built?
This house is from the end of the 19th century, but the development of these cottages started in the 17th century, when Curaçao became a slave depot. And that's why the cottages before 1863, before the abolition of slavery, were very weak in construction.
So when slavery was abolished, did the people get to keep the houses?
No, not everybody was permitted to have a piece of land, and this terrain was bought by the government from the landowners. And that's why in this area you will find more of these cottages.
Now, are they all built in this style of the kind of
same
stucco
style.
white plaster with the thatched roof?
Right.
Is there more to the story of the lives of the people that lived in a thatched cottage like this?
Yes, the exposition is called Daily Life Around the Kunuku House.
Jean shows us how the cactus that grows everywhere is handled even today.
So, whenever you are going to make a fence of cacti, you always build two walls, an inner wall and an outer wall. And you use with that this, a G-kucha. With this, you pick up the cactus, plunge it in, and so you can transport it from one place to the other. See that?
You know what's interesting about this house is that it is in its own environment.
Mm-hmm.
It has lots of outdoor space.
Everything was done outside. So, for instance, the kitchen was over there.
About 60 feet away from the house.
Right. Because you have a thatched roof. Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's why your kitchen is far away. And you see, we're sitting under the roof of a pogwood tree, but people used to sit under here and have their recreation, make their music, and tell stories.
Do you have a story for us?
Okay, let me tell you the myth about the people that could fly away. These were African stories of people who were enslaved. These were people who were very resilient. They had this very strong power, as they said, to fly away, but flying away in a symbolical sense. The universal hunger for liberty.
It's human
Right,
nature. It's being
right,
duplicated everywhere.
right.
Is there a song you have you can share with us?
Okay, one of the songs that we do over there, it's a song about women washing clothes. And many of the songs have also African words in it. We do not know what it means. And so the song is like this. Washiko washia kimita washia ya kelimbambe ya tawota washia kimita washia ya kelimbambe ya kelimbambe ya kelimbambe ya.
Oh, that was delightful.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you very much, Jean Enriquez.
Yes.
Thank you again. I visited a wonderful place in Curaçao that is almost brand new, because the last time I was here it was not there. It's a special place in Curaçao called Ocean Lens, and I met with a wonderful person there, Janine Kezer, who is Ocean Lens interpreter at Sea Aquarium. Welcome, Janine. Thank you for joining us today. Explain for our audience, what is Ocean Lens?
The Ocean Lens is the newest attraction at Curaçao Sea Aquarium Park. How to explain it? You have to imagine taking down some stairs. You're going 17 feet below the surface, staying completely dry because you're like inside a tunnel. It's air conditioned down there, it's just relaxing, you don't have to worry about clearing your ears, there's no pressure change. So I always say it's like diving without getting wet. Once you're down there, there's a big window in front, the lens, and you're looking into the open sea.
Well, what are you seeing besides water?
You can see a lot of different fish. So there's different types of snappers, sergeant majors, damselfish. You can see a trumpet fish.
I like their names.
Yeah, and as it's the open sea, you can actually observe a lot of things going on, like cleaning stations. So there's the small cleaning fish that are cleaning the bigger fish. You can see fish hunting. We also tell you all about corals, about coral restoration. So there's a lot of things that you will be actually explained about.
You know, there are places that I have been to, like Coral World in St. Thomas. It looks like you're inside an aquarium, but you're actually looking out in the sea. And they would send out a scuba diving person, and they would put whatever it is that attracts fish. Do you ever do that?
We also do feed the fish. It's not a diver. We have a bucket that we let down into the water. In that bucket we have a little bit of frozen fish. In the bucket there's little holes. The fish in the bucket will defrost, and then that will attract a lot of types of fish.
Wow. When did the Ocean Lens here in Curaçao open, Janine?
Officially March this year.
So it's a brand new story.
They built it last year within 5 months, and they actually built it.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, whose idea was it to actually create this tube that goes down in the water that you climb down through in order to see the undersea life here in Curaçao?
It was the idea of the owner and founder of Sea Aquarium. We call him Dutch because he's originally from Holland. Everything that you see at Sea Aquarium was his idea, so he's a guy with a lot of visions. We have a submarine at Sea Aquarium as well, like substation, the Curaçao, that goes down to 1,000 feet, but it's not that cheap, so not everybody can afford to go into the submarine. But the underwater world is so pretty, and there's so many things that you can actually see, learn. So he built this Ocean Lens to give more people the opportunity to get to know the underwater world.
Let's say goodbye to Janine and Ocean Lens and head back to Santa Barbara Beach Resort to check on our fish stew, which is just about ready to enjoy.
Yes.
We are my newest best friend, Executive Chef Heinrich Hortencia, here at the Santa Barbara Beach Resort and Golf Club. We're about to serve what we have cooked up here in this fish stew. And it really is a seafood stew with a little bit of red snapper that we allowed to get in the pot. So you've got lobster tail and mussels and shrimp and scallops and calamari, and then all kinds of wonderful vegetables, pumpkin and plantain, which is like a thicker, denser, better to cook with banana. And we've got tomato and red peppers and one hot pepper. Now, because I'm not into super spicy, Chef has just put the whole, maybe you can plunk it out of there without getting burned. He put the whole red pepper in. And so it's getting the flavor throughout. But if you wanted it to be spicier, what would you do? You slice it up?
Slice it up, just open it, slice it up,
and leave it on its stem in the middle, or put it around?
I just put it in a stamp in the middle.
Okay.
And sometimes, you can chop it separately, and you put it in the stew.
All right.
Nice. We're gonna serve.
Oh, and the potatoes. Who could forget them? The red skin potatoes. I love those. So we're each getting a potato. Actually, we're getting more than one, which means there's no possibility you're walking away hungry. Potatoes will do that to you. But you're gonna have to get a straw to get every drop of the broth that it's cooked in, which is made of olive oil, minced garlic, minced onion, and tomato juice. Did we put anything else? Oh, a little pepper, a little salt?
Little pepper, little salt.
And remember, we're using sea salt or kosher salt. Okay, now we have the sweet potato, we have a plantain. Yum.
Some of the fish.
There's the red snapper. You hold this up a bit so you can see. All right, now I'll get out of your way before I get it on my arm. And here comes a lobster tail.
Some scallops.
Scallops, tomato, red pepper, mussels. Let me give this one a little, hang on, this way. There we go. So you can you see all the good stuff in there? Yum.
there's a lot of food there. Wow, that is beautiful.
Clean.
Is it done now?
Done it, and just a little bit
Oh, now we're going to garnish with some cilantro. How beautiful. How lovely. And the final ingredient, people, if you haven't seen the film Woman on Top with Penelope Cruz, she's a chef with her own food TV show, and she ends every cooking demonstration with the final ingredient. Share it with someone you love.
That's
I want to
true.
thank you, Chef, for investing your time with me today and helping us learn about this wonderful dish that you'll find on the menu here at the Santa Barbara Beach and Golf Resort in Curaçao. I've had such a wonderful time learning from Chef Heinrich Hortencia. And now, as I sit back in these lovely surroundings to enjoy this wonderful dish we prepared, so delicious. Let me tell you about part 2 of our little adventure coming up when we'll leave Willemstad and explore the rest of Curaçao and even do some more cooking as we continue turning up the heat in Curaçao. Come and join us. It'll be fun. Better pack an apron.